Hi, I'm Brian with Florida Spirit Vacation Homes in the Orlando area. Today we're at Windsor Island Resort, an amazing place at one of our townhomes. And we're going to talk about 5 basic but utterly important tips regarding the AC unit of your vacation rental home. In Central Florida, of course, air conditioning is one of the most important parts of offering a quality guest experience. It's also, unfortunately, one of the most expensive for home ownership in Central Florida. We're going to go through these tips and show how basic things such as a filter, clear vinegar, and a Sharpie are going to help keep your costs down, preventing unnecessary AC repairs, higher electric costs, and most importantly, problems that could negatively affect your guests. Every year in Central Florida, one of the largest expense we experience for homeowners is air conditioning servicing and repairs. Not to mention the cost of compensating guests if the air conditioner breaks while they're here, or worse yet, a bad review. These 5 tips we're going to touch today, as basic as they are, can dramatically reduce those things, saving homeowners thousands of dollars in compensation or unnecessary or very expensive air conditioning repairs. Tip number 1, a programmable thermostat. We strongly recommend you can buy an Ecobee thermostat on Amazon. Over 23 years in business, we have tested countless thermostat systems. We're a big fan of the Ecobee system. It's programmable. They can't hack it or go online and look for a video to do it. We can put a range in the system, and it prevents guests from abusing your air conditioning unit. A lot of guests will come in, it's hot, they're from a colder climate, and they'll turn your thermostat down to 60-some degrees. If you have a basic thermostat that you put a code in, but they can go online and see how to reset your whole thermostat, they accidentally messed it all up, causing your air conditioner to freeze up, take excessive abuse, and over time lead to really expensive repairs. So many of the quality AC companies in Central Florida are really recommending the Ecobee also. Tip number 2, AC filters. In Central Florida, especially on a vacation rental home where it's being occupied a lot, you need to change the filters every 60 days. We use MERV 8 AC filters that are supposed to last 90 days. You want to replace them every 60 days. By doing this, this can prevent far more expensive coil cleaning and strain on your system. Whoever's doing this for you, make sure they're putting the date on the filter that they're changing it. Breaking out the old Sharpie, putting on the date, 4/23, and putting it in. This way, there's accountability of when this is being done. If an AC tech comes out, they can see the filter's been changed recently and the unit's being cared for properly. In the units themselves, in this particular house at Windsor Island, it's very simple. It literally slides into the unit. There's arrows telling you the airflow going up into the unit itself. And then you have a cover that simply goes onto the unit. One thing that's critically important, and this goes into tip number 3. This particular unit, we didn't have to touch it, but all the homes have a float switch. This is an electronic switch that in the case the unit clogs up and the condensation line is not flowing, the unit will shut off. When putting in the filter, many times the way these are installed is you have to move or adjust this float, and you have to make sure it's level or pointing even slightly down. A lot of times we've seen people come in, they push it up to get it out of the way, they put the filter. Now in the event that the condensation line clogs from excessive use, the float is angled up, gravity is against you, and you will get a leak. Water will literally overflow if the float switch doesn't shut the system off, down through your floor and through your ceiling. It's a very, very expensive but not necessary repair. And it's something, unfortunately, over the last 20-some years, we've gone into vacation homes and seen that. Tip number 4 now, and this coincides with what we were just talking about with the float valve system. In a vacation home, even a townhouse like this that sleeps 8 to 10 people, your air conditioners are being used much harder than a traditional family home here in Central Florida. It is really important on a very regular basis. You can do it quarterly to help flush and clean your system. All the homes will have a simple cap coming off the unit where the water goes down and flushes outside. You can literally take the cap right off. Whoever's maintaining your house drops in a funnel. Basic clear white vinegar. Do not use bleach. The AC companies are really adamant about not using bleach in the system. Somehow it can affect the coils of the system. But white vinegar works perfectly well. The other important part about the white vinegar is when you go outside and where the line comes out, you'll actually be able to smell the vinegar knowing the line is clear and it's flowing properly for you. After flushing the vinegar through, it's also really recommended to use some hot water. It doesn't need to be boiling hot water, but hot water right here in the bathroom in our case, to go through and flush the vinegar through. So when you go outside, you'll be able to smell the vinegar and the line's been completely cleared. Over the years, and dealing with so many different things with the vacation homes and air conditioners in particular, we've really learned the benefit of tip number 5, annual professional tune-up on your AC system. The air conditioners themselves get used almost continuously throughout the year, and what we normally will do is around May, which tends to be a little bit of our quieter season before the full peak of summer, we strongly recommend that the homeowners have a licensed professional AC company come out and do a tune-up. Very frankly, I do it with my AC units at my own house as well. What they do is they'll come out to the property, they check the line, they will actually look at the coils, they will put gauges on it to make sure that the refrigerant levels of your unit are correct, that you don't have any slow leaks or problems, and they're going to check what's called a capacitor, which helps the unit turn on and off. Many of them charge less than $120, $150 for this service per unit, and it can literally save you so much money. Most of the calls that are after hours, the way it works in life, it's 11 o'clock at night, the guests are back from the theme parks, and we get a phone call. The air conditioner's not working, it's 85 in the house, we have kids, elderly people, the normal, and we're having an AC company go out. Luckily for us, being in Central Florida and being in the business for so many years, we have really great relationships with companies that will go out at midnight to fix a unit. Unfortunately, most of the things they're fixing are the basics. They're going out, it's a capacitor that is blown, that if they did the tune-up, they could actually see or replace that inexpensive part with a lot less expense than doing it at midnight. Same thing with refrigerant levels. They could see if there was a problem prior to the guest coming in. Of course, the goal for everybody is a wonderful guest experience, which includes a nice, cool vacation home in Orlando. Thank you again for watching our video, and hopefully you'll find these 5 tips very helpful and help you save a lot of money and make sure your guests have a great stay. If you found it beneficial, please like the video below and of course subscribe. If there's any question you have about anything we talked about or even any other topic, for all the years we've been doing this, we'll be more than happy to help. You can message us through YouTube, or you can contact us directly for any needs you have. Thank you very much.